What's going on, guys? Welcome back to BlackTideTV. You'll have to bear with me today as I try not to slur my words. I woke up and my mouth was just like really sore. Got like a bunch of like those things in there, like cankers I think they're called. But I'm gonna try my best to get through this commentary without salivating everywhere. So today we're talking about the Weaponized 115 reticles. That is the Cross, Crystal, and Gear reticles. These are an extras set, and these ones you can only get from ordering the Hardened, the Digital Deluxe, or the Prestige. I think it's called the Prestige Juggernog editions of Black Ops 3. So if you don't have this camo and these three reticles currently, you're not going to get them, unfortunately. So I'd like to make a little disclaimer before we start this video and before we get into some more extras First Look Reticles here on this channel. Renman has graciously donated his account to me so that I could grab a bunch of these reticle gameplays, just because it was going to be so hard to do the fan-submitted First Look Reticles just because there's so many requirements for these clips that I'm actually getting. So I just went ahead and asked Renman, and I'm on his account in this gameplay and in a lot of future gameplays. All of the rest of the extras reticles, I'm going to be on Renman's account, and usually Renman is playing with me. You'll see him in-game as Oracian Mirage. So that's his second account. So I'm on his account. He's got all of the extras reticles, or reticles. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, reticles and camos. And I'm going to be going through with his account for the rest of these ones. And then we're going to get back onto my account for some of the black market ones. And then back to his for the final black market ones. So we've got quite a few of these to go. And I'm going to be bookending them in between other videos on this channel. So it's going to be like, one day is going to be a First Look Reticles, the next day is going to be something else, next day after that is going to be another First Look Reticles, etc. So starting today with the Cross Reticle, these are all part of the Weaponized 115 personalization pack, so that's why I'm running Weaponized 115 camo with them. The Cross Reticle is pretty cool. It's one of those like classic traditional crosses. When I look at this, like the shape of this reticle, it's like, it reminds me of like, I don't know, like biker gangs or something like that would have this cross symbol on there. I want to say Charlie's Angels for some reason, but it's like that traditional kind of cross. It's actually a fairly usable reticle as long as you're using it as at close range. It's not really great for snipers because it's kind of got a wide open kind of area in the middle that makes it a little bit harder. It's not really a pinpoint like the Crystal reticle that we've moved on to. So the Crystal reticle is more of an accurate reticle. This one's more practical. It's more or less see-through. It's not taking up a lot of the screen. It's not like a solid crystal. It's actually an outline of a crystal, so it's very easy to kind of see around, to use that point at the top to aim. It can be used for a sniper rifle. It can be used for something closer ranges, something closer ranged. Man, I'm just having the worst time trying to talk today. So the Crystal reticle for the Recon site is actually pretty nice. I would definitely recommend that you use this reticle. It's really good. It's one of my favorite Recon reticles, I think, in the game, just because it's so practical. Like, it's so easy to use, whereas some of these other reticles are going to just be completely just wacky. Now, in the first clip for the Cross reticle, you actually saw me using the NX Shadowclaw, and as I am on Runman's account, and he is a sweaty-ass tryhard, and he has almost all of the DLC weapons, I'm going to be using as many DLC weapons in these clips as I can. I'm not overflowing them with DLC weapons, so I'm only going to do like one DLC weapon in each video, but he's got like the NX Shadowclaw, the Marshall 16, he's got the FFAR, so I'm going to be using a bunch of these other different weapons while we're going through these First Look Reticles while we're on Redman's account, so just forewarning you. The last reticle that we're looking at today on the SVG is the Gear reticle. This one's for Varix 3, and this one's really nice. I really like this reticle. It just makes me happy when I got a Varix 3 that is circular and it actually lines up with the circle inside the Varix 3. It just makes my OCD so happy because there's so many reticles that are circular in this game for Varix 3 that are just outside the circle or just inside that little blue circle on the Varix 3, and it just drives me nuts because it's like, oh my god, why couldn't you have just lined the freaking thing up? What is wrong with you people? But this reticle is really awesome. It lines up perfectly with that circle in the middle, and like regardless of what zoom you're on, it will actually zoom in and out with that circle. And it's very wide, very clear, very easy to use. It's really great for sniper rifles. This is actually one of the first sniper gameplays that I actually got where I was happy with the reticle that I'm using for the sniper. Usually I go, oh, this one looks good for a sniper, and then I get on it and then it's like this wide open circle that's impossible to snipe with. Not the case for the gear reticle. It's got this wide circle, but in the middle, it's just like a pinpoint, a little green dot, and it just looks great. It works very well on long-range weapons. It looks very well on close-range weapons because there's not anything obstructive inside that circle that's going to block your view. It's just an awesome reticle. If you have this one for the Varix 3, I definitely recommend it. One more thing before we're done here. All three of these reticles are green. Like, hell yeah. There's barely any green reticles in this game. I've complained about this a bunch of times in this series, but all three of these reticles are green and they're awesome. It sucks that I do not have this personalization pack, but if you do, I hope that you are using some of these reticles. Maybe not the cross one, but the crystal and the gear for sure. That is it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and tell your friends about BlackTideTV. There will be another video coming out tomorrow, as usual. If you've missed some of the other First Look Reticles, extras First Look Reticles, I will put them in the card in the top right corner. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.